Good afternoon and good morning. Well, we are full of the beans and delights today on Wake Up Call with Craig. How are you? We're Tuesday. We are already on the 20th of July, so we're getting towards that end of the month already. Where's it going? But do you know what? We are only just starting when it comes to our Christmas Club Inspire event. How many of you have been enjoying it so far? Well, don't fear. We are still continuing with it all throughout the week, where we are going to be going over some more throughout today when it comes to Wake Up Call, where we're going to be having a look at what's coming up in launch day. Now, kind of a two-for in the fact of there was meant to be kind of like two launches today. One of them, you already sold out. If you've seen my poster on Facebook, you'll have seen that I was up rather late last night, changing things about and changing demos about for today's show. But don't you worry, the main big launch is still in stock, and so many have been going crazy for it already. So, launch day, that is here in the UK, 3 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time for you guys stateside. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be having a look at a party. We're going to be having a launch party. That's going to be 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time, where we're going to go back and have a look at recent launches. Maybe you've not had the opportunity yet to see our Scenes of Light collection. We're going to be having a look at that as well. My 3 picks, and I was good today, I've just done my 3 picks. So we've got one from launch day. So we've got our Intri-lace dies. Then what we've got is we've got a couple of elements coming up that are in launch party as well. So I've got my 3 picks lined up, raring to go for Wake Up Call, but we cannot do it all on my own. We need someone who is actually at the other side of the studio.
I am over here, Craig. I was just thinking about maybe trying to put my name up on this list, but I think it is more than my life's worth. Yes, our Christmas members event continues, and what that means is double points across absolutely everything that you see here on Crafters TV and over on the Crafters Companion website as well. But in every single show, we are going to be putting someone's name up on Sarah's nice list. Beth, Joe, Pamela, Teresa up here so far, and one lucky person will be going up in the show. The other great thing as well, not only that, you get, getting your name on Sarah's nice list really is the biggest prize. There is no bigger prize, surely, but also I will have a good old rummage in my stocking and pull out a bauble or a cracker, and one of you lovely lot will win at least £75 or dollars worth of incredible goodies. How do I enter? I hear you cry. Well, it couldn't be easier. All you need to do is leave us a comment in one of our shows, whether you do that over on Facebook. You want to make sure you're on the Crafters TV Facebook page. Drop into the comments on the live stream there. Or if you're over on YouTube, it's very simple. Just pop us a comment, Crafters Companion. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. And that's it. Our social media superstar for today will pluck one of those names out. But everyone's a winner really, Craig, aren't they, when you see the products and the deals that we've got coming up today?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we're going to start by going big, and we are going to go with the most intricate designs we have ever done at Crafters Companion, and this is what's coming up on launch day. We've got 2 options for you. Now, our first option is just the dies on their own. So this is our Intri-lace die collection. 6 elements within this one here. These are huge, big, edgeable, create a card with the most incredible detail. Now, today's price for every single one of you is £99.95 here in the UK, or $114.75. You are getting a phenomenal saving straight off the bat. But if you are platinum, that comes down to $79.96, or it comes down to $91.80. When it comes to the today's price, you're saving over 15%. They are brand new today. They're coming up in launch day with Sarah and Joe. This is the first thing we are going to be having a look at when it comes to demo-wise on Wake Up Call, and we're going to show you how intricate they are. New technology with the most depth that you can get with them, and some of the most fine detailed that Leanne and the product development team have ever done. But if you can, what I would suggest, don't go for that. Don't go for that one. Because we actually have another option where you get a set of stamps to go with it. Now, this one here, you get the same dies, but what you've got is this Very, very handy Christmas sentiment stamp set. 19 sentiments on there for you to stamp out, all Christmas themed. And let me tell you, when it comes to Wake Up Call tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, next week, any Christmas projects, I'm going to be using these so much. Specifically in one of my demos tomorrow, I'm going to be using them. They're so useful, not just for this die set, but throughout your full Christmas range. We'll have a look at some of these later on in Wake Up Call so you can get an idea of the sentiments, but it includes kind of UK Christmas sentiments that we tend to say, stateside as well, for instance, holidays as well. Some of you guys say a lot. We don't say the word holiday a lot, but we love to include it onto our cards. So that's there. But if you want to go for that set that includes the 6 dies plus the stamp set, this is our Interlace die collection. This is the festive sentiment. Altogether, it works out as 25 elements. Today's price is £109.94 or $127.70. Again, nice saving, but when it comes down to platinum, and this is something really special, certainly for you guys stateside, £87.95 platinum here in the UK. For you guys stateside, platinum, $102.16, and you get free shipping as well. So if you go for that bundle there, where you get the 6 die sets plus the 19 sentiment stamps that are for Christmas every single year, your price will enable you to get free shipping as well. So UK, $87.95 for platinum or $102.16 again for you guys stateside platinum, and that works out you get free shipping when it comes to the platinum price. So that's launch day with Sarah and Joe, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And that's what we're going to be having a look at first and foremost when it comes to Wake Up Call. But then what we're going to do is we're going to travel on down our table and we're going to be having a look at what's coming up in Launch Party. So Launch Party later on in the day, this is when, I think it's the Robinson that's back, isn't it? Is it the Robinson that's in? It is indeed. So Debbie's going to be back for Launch Party. And now this is where what we've done is we've brought back in for Launch Party our card kit collection with 465 elements, including 20 sheets of foam tape and a tape pen. Now within this one here, the reason I put this in is because when it comes to demoing on Wake Up Call, I'm not going to do them in this easy concept format. That's what they are actually designed for. What I'm going to do is do them in a different way to show you that if you are an experienced crafter, seasonal crafter, you can go far and beyond. You don't have to use them in the main concept. Price, you guys want to know straight away for every single one of you, £28.98, or if you are stateside, $35.94. But once again, we're going to shout out the platinum price. That comes down to £23.18 here in the UK, $28.75 for you guys stateside. Double points as well. I know we're only just starting our Club Inspire Christmas event and we are throwing all these goodies at you. Double points when it comes to this one here. And then what we can do, no reason you might want to pop some of these florals behind what we're ready to show you just next, and this is going to be our Scenes of Light. This is all about our Scenes of Light stamp and die collection. So you've got this gorgeous set here. Now when it comes to this one here, you are getting 29 elements in total, but what you're also going to find that the Wise Men of Light is a CTV or website exclusive. So the Wise Men of Light you can only get with us at Crafters Companion / Crafters TV. So today's price £67.96 or $79.80. But when it comes down to that platinum, it comes to $54.37 or $63.84 for you guys stateside, and double points as well, because that's what you're getting with our products here this week in celebration. So it is a full-on Tuesday when it comes to a party. So whether it comes to launch day later on in the day with Sarah and Joe that we're going to have a look at next, or we're going to be having a look at launch party coming up towards the end of the day with Debbie and Joe. That being 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. There's a lot of fun to be had. A lot of concept cards, a lot of intricate die cutting, a lot of build-a-scene cards that you can be doing if you want. Each of these 3 that I've gone over, we will demo on Wake Up Call this morning, but that's not the only thing that we have got for you today, because you may have picked up on something that happened yesterday that actually Joe's going to tell you all about now.
I am indeed. What an amazing selection of products that we've got coming up for you in this wake up call. Now, yesterday, the Get It, Got It Good, the Get It, Got It Good, Get It, Got It went, but we've got it back in stock, which is Get It, Got It Good. Whew. Yes, we have got it back in stock for you. Now, it's the Midas metallic ink pad. You're going to get the blue organza, the red garnet, jade green, amethyst, rose satin, the pink lace, the bronze, the platinum, and your 9x12 papers as well. It did sell out. The guys have worked so hard to get it back in stock. What I would say is we only have, so we had this much stock when it sold out, right? We've got this much stock now. So that you need to get hold of it quickly if you want it. It's on an amazing price. $14.98 is your saving, or $23.97. Essentially, you're getting 3 of the ink pads free of charge in there, and that black cardstock that you've got in there is absolutely perfect to use it on as well. A lot of people wanting to get on that nice list today, Craig. People tuning in from all over and saying hi. Shadia's in, I can see in Canada. Maria's in. Miss US Lady saying hi from Michigan. Who else got? Michelle's a bit close to home in Barnsley. Diana in Indiana. Suzette's here. Denise, Gail, Kimberly, Anne. Definitely everyone looking to get on that nice list by leaving us a comment today. And also, Craig, just generally so much excitement for that launch a little later, because it's something we've never seen before, isn't it?
It's not, you're absolutely right, because we push the boundaries when it comes to the most intricate details on our dies. But this one, with this collection, we have gone far and beyond. These are absolutely glorious. We really have pushed the boundaries when it comes to the most intricate, detailed elements we can get within the dies. Now, these create a card edgeable dies because they are working on the edge of a card, but it's a great big sizable die, so basically it creates a card. Now today, in the launch day, and actually right now, many of you have already been on the website and you've got these checked out and secured, so they're on their way to you. Well done. Best thing to do. If any a week that is the opportunity to do that, it's this week with all our launches. So these ones here that I'm just away to show you, for today's price, £109.94 or $127.70. That's what you're going to be paying. So within this one here, you get the stamp sets included. But with this one here, it is £87.95 or $102.16. That is your platinum price. Platinum price for you guys stateside includes free shipping as well. What do these create, Joe? Well, look at these.
Amazing, aren't they?
This is spectacular. Now, this one is saying your wreath. Now, your wreath, if you want to cut it on its own so you can start to layer up, which we will actually do in our demo within Wake Up Call, we are going to be using the candy cane. If you've not seen it, it's coming in a moment. But the idea is it is that edge, but it is your create a card. So you can create that intricate detail on the front of your card. Whether you're using the holly bow, whether you're using the berries in there, whether you're doing the holly leaves, anything like that within there is exquisite. So that's the wreath. Then there we go. Look at the candy canes on here. How dimensional do these look? 3D look. They absolutely pop by simply doing it black and white. They look incredible. But you're going to be using them with so many of your cardstocks that you've got at home, including glitter. It may be the most intricate die, but you can still be cutting into your glitter cards, your Centura Pearl, your Matastic, Adorable Scoreable. Saturday, if you want some brand new cardstock, do tune in and join myself and Ben. We've got a special launch on Saturday with Hunky Dory. Their products would look incredible with these. But back to the here and now, which is all about today's launch day. Look at the bells on this one, Joe.
Oh, I can almost hear them.
I know you could almost hear them, couldn't you? You've got the bells, you've got the bows, you've got the ribbons, you've got the snowflakes, you've got the stars, you've got the swirls. You've got so much detail within these ones. It's phenomenal. The Christmas tree. Now, if you're someone that does have a lot of patience and loves to do your kind of paper piecing, then these are going to look phenomenal. You don't need to paper piece it all. You can cherry pick sections and that would look incredible. And then look at this one.
I love this.
Look at that. So we've got our stag, it could be the deer, whichever one you want to refer it to, but you've got the antlers, you've got the head, you've got the snowflake, you've got your little pinpoints, you've got everything in here that's making it stand out. Not only the detail, not only the intricacy, but it's the size that are enabling you to get that wow factor when it comes to these. So what can you make? Well, let's show you what you can be making. Of course, your cards are going to be spectacular this year when it comes to using these interlace dies. So if you maybe want to wrap them around a little bit of acetate, then you can do. How elegant does that one look, Joe? So
beautiful.
If you're doing your gold and then using some of your mirror card, or so that's your black mat card, but using some of your gold mirror card, maybe some of your gold mirror card coming up at the weekend, you can do the wreath. Isn't that phenomenal?
Beautiful, isn't it?
So
delicate.
So gorgeous. So simple. So in the gallery today, we've got Georgina and we've got Adam. And Adam, who's not a crafter as such, but he's just said as well how easy that would be. And it will be. It's got the most intricate detail. It looks phenomenal. But one pass through the Gemini Joe, and you're... Gemini Joe, I like that. Eh? Gemini Joe, here I go. So this one here, you can keep it very, very simple, and it looks gorgeous. What about this? Now you can go large. You can go 10 by 6 if you want to. Do your little bits of paper piecing if you so wish. Home decor as well. Doesn't necessarily have to say Christmas. I know you've got a reference there with a little snowflake or that, but it could be a home decor piece that you bring out year after year after year.
Oh, those candy canes is something else, aren't they?
They're something else. They are indeed. And it's the candy canes that I'm actually going to be doing a demo with in a moment or two, Joe. So just to reiterate just that price as well, because so many after seeing the boards and then after seeing them, you've gone and jumped onto the website. So the details when it comes to the die set with the stamps as well. So you've got your Christmas sentiment stamps where you've got 19 in total. So this one here, £109.94 or $127.70. Platinum price, that comes all the way down to $87.95, or for you guys stateside, $102.16. $102.16 platinum price. You guys stateside, you get free shipping. I know. Platinum price free shipping. What I'm going to do is, I don't have any boards of that with the sentiments, but what I'll do is I'll show you the front of the packaging, give you the idea as to what you're going to be getting sentiment wise. So you've got Noel, you've got Merry Christmas, Sparkle, Believe, Merry and Bright, Let It Snow, Snowflake Kisses, and more and more and more. All of these are different fonts and different designs, Joe, so you're going to be able to use them with all different kind of styles of Christmas cards you're going to use, including a few snowflakes that you can see here. So if you've seen the start of Wake Up Call, that's what I meant by that. I'm going to be using within my Christmas cards and my Christmas demos tomorrow, next week and the week after. It's one that you're going to be using time and time again, Joe. And I know from the comments coming through, so many are loving this collection, Joe.
They absolutely are. Looking forward to the great launch today, says Susan. Bonnie Brown says, fingers crossed for the nice list. I hope you get on there, Bonnie. Shannon saying, I would love these. My mum also loves them. She doesn't watch, but I was telling her about them just yesterday. Pamela says she's got the Bell one. She thinks it's amazing. Jen saying, I love that they have some non-Christmas stuff on the show. Summer is so short. It's great to see some vibrant summer colours too. Dragon Mum says, woke up for work and immediately bought the Intri-lace dies. Been eyeballing them since the HSN launch. Claire saying, so tempted by that craft kit. Julie's gone for loads of stuff. They are in her basket already, those Intri-lace dies. I'd love to know of you out there. That's better. I'd love to know of you out there who has gone for these already. Let me know in the comments. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. I'm feeling a bit like a naughty little elf today for some reason. I don't know why, Craig.
Yeah, I think I know why. I think we had some little pesky elves in the other studio earlier on, didn't we?
May have had. Keep your eye on social media.
Yeah, it would be. Up to mischief again. Well, one was.
One was, one wasn't.
One was, one wasn't. Wonder which one could have been which. One of them will be getting...
We were referred to today as the Crafters TV. Now this one's upside down as well. We are basically the Chuckle Brothers of Crafters TV, we found out today, didn't we? Which was fun. I think I need to go and get another one of these and stick it on that way. Oh, back to you, Craig, honestly.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to read that upside down. So while Joe goes and gets his card sorted, what we're going to do is let's have a play with these Interlace dies. These ones, so the actual size, certainly for our candy canes, what we're going to do is, so I'm going to show you that these are 7.2 inches by 4.5 inches. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to just double check. So they are all 7.2 inches in height, and they range between 4.7, so the range between 4.5 and 4.8 widthwise, depending on which one you're using, but they're all 7.2 in height. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a 7x7 card blank. Now, if you're new to us, this is along the lines of an edgeable, but because of the size, it's an edgeable and create a card in one. So you've got all of these die cut lines that die cut out. Then on what is my left-hand side, that when I turn it over to die cut, it will be the right-hand side, it's got a die cut line, which means the waste will be removed. So if I want to die cut there, that means this small component round here will die cut as waste, so that will be removed. But what I could do is I could draw it in further, so I would have a smaller front card blank, and all this would be to waste. And that's exactly what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to line the edge of my die up against the seam of the card, and I'm going to bring in my low tack tape. I'm going to get it right to the edge, and what I'm doing, so I made it my card blank is just a little bit shy of the actual length, so the die is 7.2 inches, I've made my cardstock 7 inches, so that I'm going to get complete edge to edge design, and I'm going to secure that down. Now, with this one being our new Intri-lace die with the most incredible detail, I'm going to add in my metal shim for this one here. I'm using my large Gemini because it's 7 inch, so widthwise it's too wide to go through your Gemini Junior or your Midi. But if you want to use them as a separate element, like I'll show you in a moment, they will fit through your Midi or your Junior.
They stand up by themselves without any acetate behind them. I'm guessing for something like an easel or something like that, Craig.
Not just an easel, this normal style of card that I'm going to do.
Yeah.
It's going to stand up on its own, absolutely.
Perfect. What sort of weight cardstock what's your sort of range you'd work to with these, Craig?
So when it comes to going straight into a card blank, what I would do is I would always go round about between the 280, 300 for a standard card blank. That's what I would do. Most of us use our white smooth stamping card, which is about 300 anyway. But then just think of the fact of chances are you're going to be layering it up. I'm going to create a bit of a shadow effect. So what we're going to end up doing is doing multiple layers of cardstock. So that's going to make it really sturdy as well. But if you're doing it only onto a card blank and leaving it between 280, 300, ideal.
All right, excellent. Any other questions or comments you've got, get them into me. I know these are new technologies, so a lot of you, but I guess the thing is they're new technology, aren't they, Craig? But they are something I guess we're used to working with. They're kind of like a creator card, but with extra intricacy, meets an edgeable almost. So whilst it is new technology, I don't want you to think about it as something that you're not going to be able to do.
No.
Because the concepts you're going to be creating are the same as the concepts you've already created. What we've just done is put more engineering in the die to allow you to take it to the next level while still making it simple to use. I think that's fair to say, isn't it, Craig?
It is, absolutely, it is indeed. So no difference when it comes to plate configurations or anything like that. It's still going to be the same layers. But with all this detail, I urge you to do the embossing. It's not something that I tend to do a lot, because we have a great big, credible power with the Gemini. A lot of the times it does the embossing anyway, but I really want that incredible detailed emboss. So what I'm going to do, base cut and plate, I've put my rubber embossing mat, and I can't find my large one, but it goes to show it doesn't matter if you've got your small one, you can still use that because I only need it to cover my die cut layer. Plastic shim, no metal shim, sorry, no magnetic shim, but then our top plate. So base cut and plate, rubber embossing mat, you're stamping your die, plastic shim, then top plate. That's going to enable that die to then go into all of those little nooks and crannies when it comes to the embossing mat. So we can then take all these out of the way here. So if I lift this one up, let's bring in our die release tool. Did I bring it out? I did. So that organised, I brought it out already, Joe.
Look at you go.
So we then going to remove all these bits. Now some bits will stay in place because these are actually embossed. So let's take as much as we can out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully manoeuvre that out the way. And then what I'm going to do is let's bring in a bit of black card so
I love how that all just falls out of there, Craig.
It falls out, and the embossing helps that as well. It helps to emboss all the roundness to it, but it helps push out any bits that you don't need. It's gorgeous, phenomenal, exquisite, all these words rolled into one, Joe. Yeah, it really is. And all the way around the candy cane, round the snowflakes, round the ribbon, you've got embossed detail. It's always hard to see on camera when it comes to the white, but you do have a lot of roundness when it comes to the emboss. So that is our main card front. So by leaving it like that, no problem at all, bit matting and layering, but we're not going to finish there. What we're going to do, Joe, is let's bring in a piece of either, you could be using our mirror card, or, I'm so sorry, tease time.
What's tease time?
Saturday. We have got some brand new mirror card from Hunky Dory. And look at this one. So in case you do want to know, 3 o'clock on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. That's all that I'm going to say. There you are.
You tease.
There you go. I'm teasing big time. So what I'm doing with this one here is if I bring back in this die, Joe, and I'll explain this bit before I actually do it because I'm conscious that I want to get back and have a look at all your comments. But I've taken a piece of red mirror card. Again, it could be mirror card, it could be any card that you want. And this time, what I want to do is I want to create a separate element. So I'm going to pop as much as I can out here. And what I've done is I've taken a piece that is 7 inches by 4.5 inches. Now it's basically enough to cover the height of the die, and it's wide enough just to come to the edge of my actual die detail. So let's pop these ones out here. So let's take that one. Let's take this bit out into here. Let's feed that one out.
Lots of people loving this. Sean saying, I honestly can't believe how beautiful these are. Also, Christina says, so glad I have the Gemini. It can cut through such intricate dies, no problem. I had a manual machine before and it couldn't cut through such intricate dies. I think that it's right, you know, whilst they are designed for all die cutting machines, aren't they, that take a regular thin metal die sandwich, having a Gemini just makes such a huge difference. Pamela says, when you think Craft's Companion have hit the top with the design, another brilliant design comes out. Lisa says, I think these are my new favourite Christmas dies for this year. They are just beautiful. Suzette loves a stag as well, but also love the rest of them. So elegant. Looks like you spent a lot of money for one of the cards. I think, Craig, a lot of people are talking about it. The fact that you're going to be able to create such intricate cards so quickly. So if you're batch making or making to sell, these are going to be your best friends this Christmas, aren't they?
Oh, they are. Oh, gosh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. These are the ones, if you are going to be selling them at a craft fair, get a selection that are actually out and stand them up. So that is instantly going to get the attention by those walking past because of the design, the intricacy of them, that wow factor of them. As soon as you've drawn them in to look at what you're selling, that's when you're going to hook them in. And you know that these are going to be such popular cards that you're going to be able to make and sell. Now, as we do like to point out as well, not everyone wants to sell their cards, and that's absolutely fine. But it's to let you know that that option is there. If you're wanting to sell them, you can do, and you will get a good penny or two come back if you do sell them. So what I'm doing now is I've gone in and I've added my metal plate again. This time, I'm not using my embossing mat, Joe, because this isn't actually going to be all seen. What this is going to do is this is going to create a little bit of an off shadow for the back. So let's go in with my Tote tape runner.
Nice 25 says, will these fit a 5x7 card, Craig?
So these will, absolutely, they'll fit 5x7, but 5x7, because you would have to cut them lengthways, they'll need to go through your large Gemini. They won't fit through a junior plate. For instance, if I bring in a junior plate, you can see that they're just a bit too wide for the junior or the midi. So yeah, they will go through the they will go through an A5 card, but you'll need to use your large Gemini plate for it to go through widthways.
Could you cut it and then reattach it, Craig, if you wanted to?
You could do it what I've just done there, and cut it as a separate
just like
element.
as a topper?
Yeah. And then what you could do is, let's say for argument's sake, let's pretend we haven't die cut that. Imagine our card blank, we've got maybe 1/4 of an inch seam just down the side there. And then what you could do is you could attach that to the side, and then what you've got is you've got your card fold. So it's an easier way to do it through a smaller die cutting machine.
Awesome.
So there is ways around it. So yeah, try it if you want. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the back of this with my Tote tape runner. So let's go in with our dots. So I'm going to go all the way down, and I'm doing this on the back of the white side. So I'm going to go all the way down, give it a nice covering. We're going to go in, and then you know what you're going to be able to do is get a credible adhere to it. So I'm going to pop it in. I wonder if pure white onto our glass mat will make it easier for you to see. Let's see. I pop it there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my candy canes, and then I'm going to do a little bit.
Oh, Craig, this is classy.
A drop shadow. Now, depending which way you do your drop shadow, you'll be left with a couple of millimeters either at the top or the bottom. Mine's is going to be at the top. We're just going to come along and trim it. So I don't know if I'm quite happy with that lineup. So I've not pressed, so that means I'm able to maneuver my back in. So let's take that one there. I've got a little bit of a rogue bit of card. And then what you will see, as soon as I get this done, it's going to take seconds for me to finish, because you don't need much embellishments. So let's line this one up. So I'm going to change it slightly. So I'm going to have that overhang towards the bottom. So let's press. So let's press that into place. Let's come along with my scissors. We'll press all these bits in. I'm going to trim that bottom bit off. And then there is our edge. Even white on white looks lovely, doesn't it, Joe?
Really gorgeous.
Having that bit of a drop shadow.
Just want to let everyone know as well how busy that Monday Mega Deal is. The Get It Got It Good, very, very busy. Won't be surprised if that doesn't last the day today. So if you've got your eyes on those metallic ink pads, you will need to be quick for them.
Really, really good. Get It Got It, isn't it?
Yeah,
really
it
good
is
one.
indeed.
And
Rebecca says, my shirt I had on yesterday would have matched these candy canes perfectly. It was, I didn't think about that.
No, and they're rid of. Yeah, rid of, isn't it?
I was right, candy stripe yesterday. Shannon saying, I literally just want to buy everything. Shannon, I can assure you, you're not alone in that.
Yeah, there's some phenomenal ways that you can use these, that's for sure. Now I'm going to take our stamp set. So this is in with the other bundle that we've got. So the one we've got on the screen right now is if you just want the dies, which you may feel that you've got lots of Christmas sentiment stamps and dies at home, so you don't want any more. Well, we've thought of that for you. Gosh, I've done that again, Joe. I've primed my stamp and I've gone and pressed before I've put my dark ink on.
Eileen says, hi Craig, when using the Tote tape, how do you stop the tape from getting in the gaps? Now, if you've not seen them before, it's a really good question, isn't it?
The Tote tape runners, they don't go into the gaps.
Yeah, absolutely. But for anyone that's not seen them before, what is it that stops, what stops the glue going in the gaps, Craig?
So what happens, so if I bring this bit in here, so actually, and I can show this one that I've already used as a prime example. So when you go in onto the back with your Tote tape runner, what will happen is I come straight down, and then the adhesive dots will only go on and stick onto the cardstock. As soon as I lift it up, Any of that residual adhesive dots, that will then transfer through onto the waste underneath.
Perfect.
So it all then sticks. So there you can see from what I've just stuck a moment ago.
Oh, I can see that, yeah.
All that residual dots has gone on to what is going to be my waste bit that you can see there. So your straight tape runner is great for all your continuous edge-to-edge adhesion. Your dotty tape runner, that's good for all of these intricate bits because the adhesive, and then it's not sticking. There's no adhesive come through any of that die cut elements. It's only attached to the cardstock on the back. So that's what that's for.
Hope that answers your question, Eileen.
And then all that we need to do now is, if I bring in my pokey tool, I've taken some pattern paper from last year's Santa's Kitchen paper pad. Actually, it's either Santa's Kitchen, or I think it was the 12 by 12 pop. It was the 12 by 12 pop-up paper pad that we done.
Okie doke.
So the reason I've used this one is within that paper pad there is some pattern paper with candy canes. The only thing is, Joe, is I found it too busy. Loads and loads of candy canes on the back. I found it too busy for the front one. So I didn't want to have just white. I wanted a little bit of pattern to it. So that's why I've gone for this one. And then if I close that one over, you've got a lovely effect on the back. You're still seeing the candy cane. I've stamped my sentiment. I've stamped this onto 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. And I've matte and layered it onto a piece of our mirror card that's come in. Let's bring that in. I'm going to pop this here. You can pop it wherever you want, but I'm going to pop it there. And then last but not least, this bit here pops up, so you can pull that ribbon bit if you want. But what I've already done to make it really luxurious, I've gone in with red and white satin ribbon. I've tied a bow. Let's pop that. Now I'm not going to press it right down because I don't want the hot glue to go through to the back just yet. So I can open it up. Let's press. And then there we go.
The paper pad is pop-up box Christmas indeed, Craig.
Look at that.
Beautiful, isn't it? The bows are gorgeous on there, Craig.
So it finishes it off. You don't need to do the bow because you've got that bow element that you can pop up, but it really does make it so elegant if you choose to do that. So that one there, we've got 2 options for you. So on the screen right now is if you only want the dies on their own, so that's going to be 6 dies in total, $99.95 here in the UK for you guys stateside, $114.75. Now when it comes to platinum, that comes down to $79.96 or $91.80. That's without the stamps, just the dies on their own. Maybe you've got lots of sentiments. Now, if you do want to go for the stamp set, so that's I was just using the stamps a moment ago, then that is then going to an element of 25 elements in total. The stamps and the dies, £109.94 or $127.40. Platinum price, that comes down to $87.95. It comes down to $102.16 for you guys platinum in the US of A, but you still get free shipping. You get free shipping in the States when it comes to your platinum price, but what it also enables every single one of you, because it's part of our Club Inspire Christmas event, is double points. Double points across the board, including our launch day products. Launch day being today with Sarah and Joe, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And now we can go back very briefly before we go across to Joe and have a look again at the 6 die sets that you're going to be getting as a whole. The most elegant, exquisite die-cut detail that we have ever done here at Crafter's Companion with Leanne and Product Development. We've got the stag. Now there is so much die cuts in there, so many bits that would really work a treat if you wanted to paper piece, maybe just the antlers on their own, that would look good. Can you imagine this, black and white, and paper piece a red nose? Just a red nose.
Oh, little Rudolph.
Little Rudolph. That would work a treat as well. But that one there is, well, I'd say your stag. Oh, let's see. We're going to have a play a game here. Oh, we're right way. There we go. So we've also got the Christmas tree too. So use them in the format that I've done it before, that you can see into all of these ones here, but you can then create as separate elements, meaning where I cut a red mirror card, you can then do it that way if you want. But these ones here being the bells, you can imagine them with gold and green, and then maybe some of the actual bell embellishments that you get that actually ring a bell. Why not pop them on? Then our baubles. Now, cherry pick certain areas, attach it onto glitter card, use your Classic Pens tri-blends to colour in if you want to, you can do. Use our faux snow on the top of the baubles within the tree. I know the faux snow, no. But yes. Even when it comes to the candy canes as well, cherry pick certain items, but then we've got the wreath as well, the holiday wreath here. So much that you can be doing with them. So they are all 7.2 inches in height, and they range from round about the 4.5 inches width-wise when it comes to these, give or take, depending on which one it was. So that's the ones there with the dies, and also the stamp set on your screen right now. £87.95 here in the UK for platinum, and $102.16 for you guys stateside, that enable you to still get free shipping. Anything else that I've been using that you want to be having a look at, maybe you need to stock up on, Crafters Companion here in the UK.com for you guys stateside, and .eu for you guys. I love the Central Europe. Hey Joe.
Absolutely. A couple of questions coming in. Jane says about the free shipping. So the free shipping is on that particular bundle that includes the stamps as well. So you want to make sure it's the one that includes the festive sentiments. You can purchase them on their own. You can purchase any of those dies as well individually, should you wish. But most of you going for and getting the whole collection, you're letting me know. Who we got here? Alison says she loves a beautiful stag. Treasure Heart says had to get the full set. Love the sentiment stamps too. Aileen saying thank you very much for answering the question. I'm over here because there's a vacant space, number 5. In the next 45 minutes or so, we're going to be putting another name up onto Sarah's nice list, which is amazing. Now, I mean, the biggest prize is getting on the list itself, but you'll also win at least £75 or dollars worth of amazing crafty goodies. You might get a £75 or dollar voucher, who knows, maybe you could put it towards one of today's incredible launches. All you need to do to be in with a chance of getting up on this incredible list is comment in our show. So Crafters TV if you're across on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. It's as easy as that. And then our social media superstar, who today is the lovely Rachel, will choose someone at random at the end of this show, which is amazing. There are 24 spaces up here on this list. We're going to be doing a few bonus extra ones as we go through the event as well. Don't forget, not just that, double points across absolutely everything on air on Crafters TV and across our entire website, and this is all running up until the very end of Sunday as part of our Club Inspire Christmas members event, which is amazing. There's pretty much a launch, well, there is a launch every single day for you. I think of all the launches, there's been a lot of excitement about this one particularly because it is that new technology, something that you haven't seen before, or you're going to be able to use it in the same way as a lot of the dies you already have. So it's not anything new for you to have to learn or worry about. Patricia says, full collection just jumped in my basket. It's a bit funny how that happens sometimes. You know, you're online and then boop, in it goes. Just sort of falls in. I feel you, Patricia. Gail says, good morning. I got the whole collection. The baubles are my favourite. A lot of you loving all of these. Pretty much, I think everyone going for that full collection with the extra sentiment stamps as well, because the sentiment stamps, of course, are going to give you the perfect sentiment to go beautifully with these brand new dies. Right, Craig, what's next?
Right here, we're going to go and thank you for all your lovely comments coming through as well, reading them all, really nice. So yeah, can't do all the show reading the comments as much as I would love to, but what we are now going to be having a look at is what's coming up in Launch Party today. Now, these ones here, if you are familiar with the card making concept of popping them out of your die cut sheets, then this is along that exact same line. This is our card kit collection with 465 elements, 20 sheets of foam pads, and tape pen as well. Not and, you are getting a tape pen as well as the foam pads. $28.98 here in the UK, $35.94. But even with a card kit that is coming up in launch party, you get your platinum as well. Platinum on everything. $23.18 or $28.75. These create the super cool easel cards. Not only these easel cards, these ones are a reverse easel cards. So instead of this part here folding forward, it actually folds back on itself. So you then use the floral design as the little easel focal point. Now you've got a variety of different colours and designs. These are so simple for you to make, so good for you to make with the kids. Although, you know, kids and kiddies can be using our Gemini machine, depending on the age, of course, supervised. You don't need to do anything like that within these ones here. You need to pop them out. There's no scissors needed if you don't want to be, no craft knife if you don't want to be. All you're doing is sticking. But what I wanted to do is, instead of showing you the simple way of how they're used, if you are a seasonal crafter, experienced crafter, and think, yeah, but that's not for me, you know, I couldn't do much to it. I'm going to show you how you can actually take it beyond and bring it into your card making realm instead of just popping out. But the way that these ones work is you have got all these different sheets in total. So as we say, you've got 464 elements in total. Now what you're going to do is you get 2 sheets that are going to enable you to make 1 card. Now one of the sheets is the actual easel. So you're going to pop it out. It's die cut, which means it's all die cut for you. It's all held with little pips. So you pop it out like I've done. What I like to do is I like to go around some of these edges where the little pips are and release them.
I think it's fair to say anyone can do this, can't they, Craig?
Oh gosh,
I mean,
yeah.
Even I've been able to create gorgeous things using our card kits before.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got someone in your family or in your friendship circle that, you know, is really intrigued by the crafting that you do and the card making you do. How about buying these for someone as a little
Joe.
gift? All you need to get is what, some 3D glue gel for them, or some foam pads, or a double-sided tape pen. Could be a really lovely little introduction to craft for anyone, I think.
Exactly, yeah. And Adam's actually just said, and it's a really good point, this is one of those as well you don't have to think about. Sometimes you want to get creative, you want to make something, you want to be busy, but you don't want to think about it. And this, you don't have to be. Pop out and then assemble. And that's it. You can have so much fun and you can get creative in different ways. But as I say, I want to show you in a different format. So what I've done is I've chopped all my little bits up. Now I'm going to show you the ones that I've already cut to size. What I have done is I've taken what is a 6x6 card blank here. And then what I've also done is what is the front panel. So having this front panel here, this would have been scored and folded down the middle, Joe, but I've not done that because I'm going to use that as the front focal layer of my card. And even though there's a score line, it doesn't matter because a lot of it would be covered. But even then, think of it as detail that is on. If you wanted to continue that effect, then why not make it look as though it was on purpose? So where the score line is, which is there, what I'm going to do is let's enhance it, and then let's do every half an inch. We're going to go that way, and then that makes it look as though it's part of the design. So it's a way round it if you don't like to see that scored line. Then what I can do is I'm going to really make it stand out and pop by using black. So we can go in with our tape runner here, and I'm going to go round, and what we're going to do is the layers that would be the card blank are actually the layers, Joe, that I'm going to use as the Matson layers.
Okie doke. Lots of you chatting away, a lot of love for this. A lot of you loving all of our Christmas collection. We've got a new viewer as well, Virginia Watts. Hello, Virginia Watts.
Hello.
She just started listening. You guys are not only talented, but also funny. I think Craig's talented, I'm funny. I think that's what she means, Craig.
Joe, you are talented as well.
Oh, thank you, Craig. You're funny too. Lisa says, I've been waiting for this set to come out. It's so gorgeous, talking about the Intri-lace. Michelle says, my grandchildren think I make beautiful cards. Thank you, Crafts Companion, for helping me look awesome. I couldn't do it without you, and we couldn't do it without you,
We couldn't.
Michelle. So thank you for being here. Bernie says it would be a great gift for my niece to get her into card making. Absolutely. I think a great gift, a great gateway crafts, I like to call it, Craig. Linda says, I've been a fan of Crafts Companion since I bought a Gemini Junior when it was launched. Hands down, the best Christmas product I have ever seen. Stephanie says, card kits take out all of the guesswork. I absolutely agree. Kits like this being fantastic for newbies, says Sheila McCourty. Jen M saying, this kit looks fantastic. As a new card maker, I learn a lot from kits like this, and I feel good giving them to people with my other cards, when my other cards can sometimes be in the awkward stage. I think it's a great point. I think with all card crafting, Craig, or all crafting really, you're picking up hints and tips and techniques that you're going to be able to take into everything you make thereafter, aren't you? So, you know, if you're maybe unsure about composition or colour choice or what works, these kits just all done for you, which I think is amazing. Kathy C says the card kit collection makes up so easily too. I think it does. If you wanted to make a lot of cards quickly, Craig, this is going to really help you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And going back to you on about there, the what did you say? Composition.
Composition.
I thought I was about to say the wrong one there. This is a good way to use this to then learn your layouts of, you know, things like we do our Build a Bouquet stamp and die sets.
Yes.
If you're unsure about composition, use your card kits to learn from. Use these ones to layer, build, get the design layout, and then transfer what you learn into your stamp and die sets. But these are so cool in that you can use them in more experienced ways if you wanted to. For instance, that was one of the back layer. This little banner that says Love Blooms here, I've popped it out and I've used that for the inside. And although this is a coated card, you can still write on it with a ball pen or a permanent pen. And then what I'm doing here is I'm building up my design. Now, a few of these are all worked as decoupage. You don't have to use them in that way if you don't want to, but you can. And then what I've done here is I've layered this first layer with on foam pads. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to have this really big, sizable sentiment on the bottom. So what I've also done is I've popped foam pads, but only to the left and right, so that it's not going to jar underneath the little floral vase. And we can press that one in. And I've still got it, so it's got a little bit just peeping out at the bottom there. And what it's doing is it's pulling that design upwards. Then what I'm doing is I'm going in with all these little bits and I'm creating, throwing my pokey tool out the way there.
Oh, nearly gave me a nosebleed there.
Yeah, just about poked you there with my pokey tool.
It's a very substantial pokey tool you've got.
Yeah, it's a sturdy one.
Made a right old bang, didn't it?
Yeah, it's huge and sharp. So then...
Honestly, I saw my life flash before my eyes there.
Careful when I'm around the pokey tool. And then I'm going to use all these additional little embellishments here. And I'm going to pop these ones, so let's go into here. So some of them will act as identical mats and layers or decoupage layers, or you can have fun with them. We've ended up getting these little accessory bits here. So what I'm then going to do is let's even, I won't tuck the heart in just yet. I'm going to tuck this little floral here, and then we're going to have a little bit of a play, and we can tuck some of these other ones as well, Joe.
Patricia says, take it when you're in the UK. You in the UK refer to decoupage, you're talking about layering. I guess so, but it's more than that, Craig, isn't it? It's about layering things up that are, I don't know, Craig, you're going to have to describe it. So basically layering things on top of each other that are cut to match, but...
Yeah.
So, is that right?
Yeah, so what decoupage is you'll get one image, and then as each layer, as you build it up, it gets higher and higher, but the image gets less and less. So it's the exact same image, but by the time you get to the fourth layer, maybe the fifth, maybe the sixth, depending on how many layers you want to do, that top layer is going to be a smaller impression of the image that you're doing. So then you're getting that decoupage, you're getting that 3D look by actually going, well, you can either do it so it starts small on the top and then it forms out into a big image, or you can do what we kind of call like an inipage, where it's actually as if you're starting large and you're looking in. There's quite a few ways, but yeah, decoupage is where you're taking one image, you're building layer upon layer, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so you're then created this decoupage.
In my head, it'll always be outipage and inipage.
Outipage and inipage.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because there is another form of decoupage where you decoupage papers, you know, maybe on top of
like traditional decoupage.
Traditional one. So yeah, Georgie, that's right. That's what we would tend to call decoupage. So you're taking your papers, your pattern papers, your rice papers, vellum papers, anything like that, and you're decoupaging them onto an old cabinet or unit or something like that. Then that's what we would class that as.
Rebecca says, I think I might suggest to my mum that we do this together as a shared craft activity. What a lovely idea that is. Susan says, what I find wonderful about CCTV is they are always teaching us something and so many different ideas how to use the products. It is a never-ending tutorial. You can go back and watch time and time again. Best craft show ever. Thank you, Crafter's Companion. What a lovely comment, Craig.
Such a lovely comment. And, you know, and that's what we feel proud of, because whether it's me, whether it's Debbie or Debbie Fisher or Jan or Fiona, we've all got our own different takes on products that have a specific use at Crafter's Companion. So we will like to show you how they're used. For instance, Sarah as well, later on in launch day, with the brand new launch, she'll show you how they are intended to be used, like I did, but Sarah will always show you a different way. And then when we are lucky enough to have Leanne, who's mega busy, as you can imagine, because it's her that is fronting the product development team, she's always got such amazing ideas, as in different ways that you can use the products. So that's what we like to do. We like to show you how they're used, but then also how you can also use them when it comes to your crafting.
I love this, Craig. Lovely way to show you, you know, how you can use it differently. And you know what? Maybe you want to make some of them up as intended, Craig, and then make some of them like this.
Yep.
Great as well that you can really start to create a theme. So some of them with the easel and then some in this style. I think that's a great way of doing it. Lisa's light bulb moment, layer and or decoupage cuts from my regular dies or stamps. And this is a great way to learn and perfect that. Thanks, Craig. Always learn so much from these shows. Yay, CC. They go on to say, Evelyn says, I never liked decoupage till I saw Craig doing it, and now I love it.
Ah, thank you. That's nice to know as well. I think as well, decoupage can be quite daunting if you're relatively new, or even if you're experienced, but you've never really branched out into decoupage. But once you get that initial form, it is actually really quite simple. But then there we go. So there is that one. So let's show you, this is it here, how it's intended. So you can see there, really, really quick and simple and lovely and gorgeous. Bring in your gems, bring in your fussy cutting, anything like that that you want to do. But then why not chop down the layers and create a really full bouquet that you can see there, still using the layers inside for your insert as well. I've used black, but of course you could be using your purples, your red, your ivories, any cardstock that you want as mats and layers. Go really quite small and subtle on a 6x6. Go big if you want it using your other paper pads when it comes to an 8x8. It's entirely up to yourself.
Absolutely is, but just make sure you don't miss out on it, especially when you've got that amazing platinum pricing there and those double points, which is fantastic. Vicky saying, love to see different ways of using these card kits. Deborah Wald saying, I love watching these shows. So many tips and different ways to change things up. Absolutely. We always try and inspire you as much as we can. Don't forget, make sure you're getting your comments in. We'll be putting another name up on Sarah's nice list and drawing a prize from, I don't know where my stocking's gone, before the end of this show. It's very busy across on the website at the moment. I want to give you an opportunity to check out whilst you... Oh, here's how to shop.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easy to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Big news for you. I need to let you know that half of the stock of half has gone. Half has gone with your Get It Got It Good. So remember the metallic Midas metallic ink pads. You're going to get in here the platinum, the bronze. You're also going to get the pink lace, the rose satin, the amethyst, jade green. And the red garnet and the blue organza, but it's going quickly because half of the stock has sold out and gone. And you're also getting the black card sold. Well, the reason we're saying it like that is because Georgina just told us that half had gone, but she went a bit posh, didn't she, Craig? Half has gone.
Spiffing, jeez, ringing a bell. Here's my tea, half.
Jolly hockey sticks. Anyway, let's move on because not only is it very busy there, I also need to, she hates us. I also need to tell you about the Out of This World deal. Now, this week's is amazing because what it is, it's the Totally Tiffany tote collection. So you're going to get the Ditto tote, which is this one just here. Now this is brilliant. It opens out. It's coming to you in the pink as well, which is awesome. These are brilliant because they essentially, I'm going to try and do this. So I'm going to break something, I know I am. But what you got is it opens out, which is awesome. So you can use it on your desk. But then when you want to get rid of it, not get rid of it, when you want to take it out and about, you can then pop it together. Ooh. It's a fancy little overhead shot. I didn't know we had that over here. So you've got that there. We're also going to give you the trash can as well. This is going to come. Oh, these are so handy. I keep talking about needing to get one of these for the car, Craig. They are super handy. And you will also then get a Lois tote as well, which is this one here. Oh! Now, obviously, you're not going to get the buddy bags included, but the Ditto, tool tote, and the trash can will fit in there as well, which is brilliant. A great saving for you, $11.99 there on that one. So make sure you stock up on it. Essentially, you're getting the trash can totally free of charge, which is awesome. Very busy there. Don't forget that half of the Get It Got It Good has gone though, and it was only back in stock today. Keep getting your questions and comments in. Remember, because someone will be going up onto Sarah's nice list in the next half an hour, which is so excited. And I managed to get it now without exposing myself. We have, of course, I will be pulling a cracker or a bauble out of the amazing stocking too. And I've been next door today having a good old rummage through all the bags. Oh, Craig, my word, there's some incredible prizes. They are so packed full of goodies, aren't they?
So packed full of goodies, you know, not that I know of course, because there was someone that was trying to be the goodie bag police there, trying to police others that were trying to have a wee bit of a
Keep
sniff.
your eye on our social media is all I'll say.
But I did manage to have a look and they were good, as Joe said. Keep an eye on the social media. Actually, just to say, Lorna Jane on Facebook saying, we don't mind seeing a little bit of tummy. It's the relaxed, everyday people that make us come back and watch every day.
When does a little bit of tummy become too much tummy? That's what I want to know, Lorna Jane.
Well, if showing
then, I think.
If showing your tummy is going to get more and more viewers every day, I think that's what we're going to have to start doing.
Not a piece of meat, Craig.
Hey, forget the viewers. Do anything. And June, I feel your pain. June on Facebook, oops, I must have a faulty basket. Things keep falling in.
Oh, it happens. I think they're very wide at the opening, that's the thing, and things easily just fall into there. And then, accidentally, what happens is you lean on your keyboard, and then all your details go in, and then you accidentally lean on your mouse, and then you've got loads of great crafting goodies coming your way. I think the same happens to everyone, I think. Just blame the cat, Adam says. Brilliant idea.
Or, technology nowadays, if you do it on apps, then obviously you go to secure, and then before you do it, either finger recognition or face recognition, and it just goes, your order's now been placed. Thank you for shopping.
Just one swipe.
It's like, oh well, I've ordered it now. This is something that I know if you've not seen them yet, or you've been sitting on the fence when it comes to these ones there, shoulda, shouldn't I? These are spectacular. Now, these enable you to create scenes, dimensional scenes, but they will still fold relatively flat to go into a thin envelope or a thin spined envelope box. But these are the Scenes of Light Stamp and Die collection, 29 elements in total. Let's have a look to see what you're going to be getting. Now, within this one here, you can see, I love the gorgeousness that looks within this design here. This one here, because what we're showing you is you've got your nativity of light here. So you've got a lot of different images that, once again, if you've not seen them yet, they will come clear just shortly. So then we've also got, now what I want to do actually is, where is that one there? So I'm going to go a bit back to front. So we just showed you the Nativity of Light. This one here being the not Wise Men of Light, Rooftop of Light. Get them in order, Craig. You had one job, as well as all the demos. Get the boards in order. Can't even do that. This one being Rooftop of Light. This is what we're actually going to be demoing in a moment or two. Now, this has got the skyscraper. This is actually, it's kind of like the top cross of a church. But it was reminding me it could be the, not Liverpool.
Radio City Tower in Liverpool.
No.
It looks a little bit like the top of the Melbourne Arts Centre in Australia.
That, or I was also thinking, oh gosh.
Where is this building located, Craig?
It's where Grey's Anatomy set.
Oh, not a clue, sorry.
Oh my, I love it that much, it's gone right out my head. It'll come to me anyway. But it could be, you know, in Canada, you know, beside the big stadium next to in Canada. Could be that. Anyway, could be anything. Let's just face it.
Your geography knowledge is on point this morning, Craig.
Shocking, isn't it? Now this one here, this one is Wise Men of Light. This is the one that you will only get through us at Crafters TV. So all of them are going to create the same concept, but this design here is the only one that you'll get from us. So that's 3 Christmases, but then what we've also got is we've got a couple of all occasion ones. This one being our fairy set here. So when it comes to this one, Fairies of Light. And then last but not least, we have got our Village of Light on this one here.
Awesome.
Could be a little village. These little bits, what you can do is you can cut into them if you want. So maybe you didn't want the tree, maybe you didn't want what? It's like it's either a sad looking cow
It's
or
a horse.
Or a
It's
dog.
a horse.
Well,
it's a very lean cow, Craig.
it's a very sad
clearly
looking
a horse.
Well, it's got its head down as if it's like,
It's probably eating something.
yeah, it's like, too tired today. So it could be the horse, could be any of them. But you know what it does enable you to do is create some of these most gorgeous cards. So this is how it looks as you pop it out. The idea for these ones is if you have got the little string lights or the little worm lights, battery operated one, you can then be using them in the back. So as I say, they do fold relatively flat. Now if you've got a little battery pack to the back, you would potentially hide it a little bit better, but it's not overly thick. You know, it's not really, really thick that you might think a dimensional card would be. So that one there is your one that you'll only get through us at Crafters TV. But what you can then also do is you can also do bigger cards too. Doesn't have to be the 6x6 shaped format. Then what we've got is our fairies too. So using your glitter markers, your aqua markers, any of your ink pads, you can start to colour them. You might want to do little bits of fussy cutting, which you can do. Then on this one, and this is the design that we are going to be using. So you can see here you've got the rooftop up lights, so you're starting to build upon the rooftop. So Santa and his sleigh with the reindeers over the rooftops. So what we're going to do within this one, I don't actually think I've gone over the details with this one, have I? So today's price, £67.96, or for you guys stateside it is $79.80. But if you're platinum, then that comes down to $54.37 or $63.84. Do get your double points on that one there. But if you are across Central Europe, you need to go to either crafterscompanion.co.uk here in the UK.com for you guys stateside, and .eu for you guys across Central Europe. Get your hands on them before they are gone. It is launch party. We're going to be looking at them, but we are going to be demoing them right now, and we're going to be using the rooftop of lights. And what you're going to do, just to get started off, Joe, before I start getting creative, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock. So you need 2 that are 12 inches by 6 inches. So I've got 2 of them. This pearl black, this is from our Be Beautiful collection that you can see here. One of them I've scored and folded at the halfway mark, so the 6-inch mark. This one, I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, Joe, and I'm going to score at 3 inches, 6 inches, and then 9 inches. So I'm going to score at 3, then at 6, and then because I'm using my Score Master, which is smaller, what I'm going to do, because it's all equal spacing, I'm going to go at 3 again. So we're left with 4 individual panels that we can just see here. And then what we can then do is fold all of these ones. So middle one is going to be a mountain fold, so pointing up. The other 2 are going to be valley folds. And then what that will enable us to do in a moment is if I bring my card back in, we can then do these side by side. So then that creates the scene, the starter of the scene anyway. And then at this point, Joe, what I am going to do is let's bring in this die here. So this shape one, we're going to pop it into the left-hand side middle panel here. And then I'm going to use the house for this one, the church for this one, and we're simply going to match the bottom of this die up against the top part of the house. So we're going to secure that.
So I know these are called scenes of light, Craig. We don't need to use lights, do we, in order to put these together? We can put them together just as gorgeous scene cards as they are. Yeah,
you don't have to use lights whatsoever. You don't want to, you know, you can keep them as they are. If you want to go and make them that little more impactful, then why not do it?
Amazing. Bonnie says our baskets are like Mary Poppins carpet bags. They really are. Fabi says I'm waiting for the scenes of light to arrive. Super pumped waiting for them. Cecilia says I've ordered this set. Can't wait to get it. Janet loves the scenes of light. Wendy says she's ordered the rooftop and village sets. So much they can be used for. Sharon saying I can't wait to do the fairy one. My daughter's going to love it. Mary Lee loves this. A lot of you let me know how much you love these. These scenes of light with fairy lights attached are so impressive when finished. Friends and family can't believe I made them. I don't tell them how easy they are to make. They're definitely more of a home decor piece. Of course they are a card if you, as such, Craig, but there's something I think you're going to give to someone. They're going to put it away and bring back year after year, aren't they? Keep bringing it out.
It is. It's going to be one of those cards or projects that if you think back to your grandparents, maybe even your parents, there's that always home or handmade thing that they bring out every single year, and they don't want to get rid of it because their grandson or granddaughter had made it. And this could potentially be one of those that years down the line, because you've made it, that your grandparents, great-grandparents will then keep bringing it out year after year because you've made it. So it is one of those that is going to be brought out every single year. And I'm not surprised, because it really is a gorgeous project or concept that you can actually follow and make. So we've done our left, going in with the church now, and I'm doing exactly the same. I'm lining up this outer die, and then I'm securing it with my tape. You can do these bits separate if you want, but as long as it's secured neat and tightly, I'm more than happy to use them together. And what we're going to do is run this one through our Gemini, and we will be starting to have that front focal scene when it comes to the rooftops.
Loads of people loving these. Jeffrey says, have a collection of lights all ready to use in these. Debbie's saying, I love all the demos in these different colours, great job. Mary's are out for delivery today. How exciting, Mary. Debs loves these as well. Claire says the scenes of light cards are so good and so effective. They look so time consuming and expensive. And I think that's the point, isn't it, Craig? We want to bring people craft products that makes it look like, to, you know, appear to the recipient that you spent hours doing it, when in fact it took maybe more like minutes rather than hours.
Such a really, really good point. Yeah, someone that doesn't know how to craft, hasn't maybe seen these, will think that you have spent so long on these ones, when in actual fact, you've not. Now, don't get me wrong, you can spend as much time as you want on them, but you will be able to make really effective scene, pop-out, stand-out cards relatively quickly, all depending on how you decorate, should you wish to colour them or paper piece them. But this first one here, you can see we've got the front layer of our scene pop out. I keep calling them pop out, but you know, they're scenes of light because they do technically pop out. So that's that one there. What you're also going to need is a 6x6 piece of cardstock. Now, because this is going to be the buildings in the back, I've gone for a lighter tone, and in actual fact, it's quite a light grey. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in our skyscrapers. So if I pop this in here, now this top part of the die will all die cut away. So you can determine, do you want the skyscraper to be in full view? So if I was to bring that in, you're going to see the skyscraper along the centre part here. But if you want it to bring it down, then you're going to see that it's just kind of protruding from the back, that we can see here, up to yourself. So what I'm going to do is let's come maybe round about the halfway point from this top bit. And what we can then do is we're going to secure this one, and we're going to run it through our Gemini. Now, some of these elements here, depending on the size of the layer you're doing, will go through your Junior as well. If you're doing it 6x6, it will just fit through your Gemini Junior. But if you've got the large Gemini, then you know that you've got lots of wiggle room should you wish to move it about. But what I've also done on this one, so if I take this one out the way now, so let's secure and remove. What we need to do is we need to score this in half as well, because this is what's going to go into the centre of our card. So let's score it down the middle, and then I'll show you what I've already done. So let's pop it to the left-hand side, score at the 3-inch mark, fold it in half, because what that will do, Joe, is that will then go into the centre of our card blank. But awesome. I've taken some of our yellow card from our 12x12 sunflower. I've stuck that on the back using my tacky glue, or you can use your dotty tape runner, and then I fussy cut all the way round to create what is more light coming from the windows. Nice. So I've got that effect there. So let's go in, fold it in half, so you can see how I have literally just fussy cut. I haven't been neat because no one's going to see it. So I'm going to go in now with my tape runner, and And I'm going to go around all these edges here.
Helen's asking how you would attach the lights, Craig, if you were going to put lights in here.
Personally, I would do hot glue.
Okay.
Because your little worm lights, string lights, you'll be able to use your hot glue on them. You can use your glue gel. You will just need to wait on them drying to hold into place. But even maybe glue dots if you've got them. But as I say, my personal preference would be our hot glue. And that will work.
We need got a husband appreciation post.
Have
Craig.
we?
Yeah. Pam Craven, PPE Pam, a long-time friend of the show, says, I've been just putting a few pieces in my basket, trying to keep enough money for the signature collection. Hubby just walked into my craft and says, for goodness sake, get what you want. I'll transfer you £200 into your crafty slush fund. I should add the account as our joint account, but I tried to use my one hobby, teaching body balance, to fund my other one, hobby, buying from Crafts Companion. What a great, I mean, there you go. Pam, I think you need to play that card more often by the sounds of it. How lovely is that?
That is so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is so, so good. What a lovely guy. Really nice.
Pam's now going to be like, right, well, I've got another.
Yep.
I've got another £100 to spend now.
I'm going to have this.
That's what I'd be thinking. Meredith said, just had to Google recommend how to grow a pawpaw tree from all my searches related to Joe's shirt last week. That's funny. If you were here, so Google is now recommending ads based on Meredith's search history.
Right.
I was wearing a shirt last week and we weren't sure if it was a cantaloupe melon.
Oh yeah.
A pawpaw or a papaya. It's in the wardrobe. Go and let me know what you think after the show, Craig.
Yeah.
I'm none the wiser still.
I was on with you.
Oh, were you?
I was on with you. Yep.
Oh, sorry, Craig.
Yep. Because I thought, remember the film Tremors?
Oh yes, you made it turn. It took a real sinister turn.
I did, yeah. I went down that, scary lane. Let's move on that one. Now, what I've done here is I've die cut Santa in a sleigh. Now, in a little bit of red card and a little bit of gold satin, I've cut just the sleigh. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away the reins and I'm going to cut away the bottom of the sleigh, so I've only got the sleigh and Santa just popping out. And then from the gold, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop away the sleigh, so I've only got the bottom part. So what I would then do is, using my tacky glue, I would stick that one on top, then I would stick that one on there. Now, if you don't want to do this, you could colour it with your, maybe actually your Get It Got It Good ink pads, or maybe your metallic pens.
Craig, I've just realised, you know what we haven't done?
What's that?
Demo of
the show. Well, I'm just away to finish this one.
Awesome. Okay, we'll have a super quick one at the end of the show.
Sounds good. So then this gives me my reindeers and craft card, and I've done my little bit of paper piecing on the sleigh there. So what we can then do is let's bring back in our layer that we've cut, and then let's also bring back in our back layer. So what I also want to do now is, do you know what I did do? I wonder if I can take this off just yet. Oh look, yeah, oh we're lucky. Because I've taken our cardstock from our staycation, and I've taken the one that's got that nighttime tone, and I've cut it to 6x6. So let's pop that into the centre of our card, close that one over, so we can see we've got that going there.
I love that sheet of paper, Craig.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
So lovely.
So gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is let's make sure I've got plenty on this time so it sticks. And now this one can then go into the centre. I'm going to close that one. So we are now getting the rooftops with that sky in the background. We are then, I'm going to put in Santa last. Let's go in with our tape. So our left-hand side and our right-hand side panel. We're going to then secure that one to, let's fold that one over, our left-hand side here. We're going to secure this one here. What we're then going to do, last couple of bits to finish, let's bring in another 2 side panels using that same paper. And then these are going to finish off the 2 edges. And then what we can do is we can decide where we're going to have Santa and the sleigh. So we can then pop that one here, this one here, and then, actually, let's tease you just 10 seconds longer. Another piece of the paper, which is from the staycation. And then what I've done, within the stamp set that you get within this die set, which says, "May you never be too grown up to search the skies this Christmas Eve."
Oh, I love that sentiment, Craig.
It's nice, isn't it?
Really lovely.
And I've stamped it out and I've die cut it in one of my star dies. And then that is all that I'm doing to the front. So don't need to use your dies, of course. You might want to just use your mats and layers. Maybe you don't even want to do that. Maybe you just want to cut a square piece. And then what we can do is stick that one on at an angle. And then now what we're going to do, let's do its body there, the first reindeer, because let's go in, let's go. So we're going to fold that in half and I'm going to tuck it in here. So let's go in there, let's go in there. So press that in, and then if we go from the side there, open up.
Gorgeous.
And then we've got Santa and a sleigh. Let's just peel back our reindeers. I'll secure them after. But we have got Santa in the rooftop. Oh, and maybe you don't have warm lights, but maybe you've got a little battery operated flickering light. And then you can just kind of see it flickering there.
I love it.
You can do that.
Right, we're going to have to do the world's fastest vote of the card of the demo of the show. So, Craig, whilst you get ready for that, Rachel Halling is another new viewer. So many lovely new viewers saying hi this week, which is fantastic. So, I started watching CCTV a couple of weeks ago, and I never miss a show. I've been making cards for a couple of months, and I love it. Great people and a great community. So, thank you. Thank you for being part of our amazing community, Rachel. So lovely to have you with us. Right then, Craig, demo of the show.
Demo of the show. So demo number 1 is using what's coming up on launch day after Wake Up Call. Number 1. Number 2, using our reverse easel. And then number 3, using our 3D scene die set that you can see there. So that's number 3. 1, 2 or 3?
You got 90 seconds, a minute to vote. Get your votes in straight away. 1, 2 or 3. Crafters TV over on Facebook. Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. So make sure you get them in ASAP. And we'll pop it into the demo of the day. Right, it's that time. It is the last thing we need to do in every show. Of course, every single show, someone is going up on Sarah's Nice List. Now, I mean, the real prize is being on Sarah's Nice List, but you're also going to get at least £75 or dollars worth of crafted goodies. Right, let me have a good old rummage in here, Craig, see what I've got. Remember, 24 opportunities this week. Whose names are up there so far, Craig?
So we have got Beth, we've got Joe, we've got Pamela, and we've got Teresa as well. So that's 4 that we've got up on the board so far, but we do need a 5th.
We do indeed. And let me see what you are going to win. That winner is going to be, prize 14, an incredible selection of crafting goodies worth at least £75 or dollars is what is going to be won. Now, we just need a winner, don't we? And we have got one. The winner is Jeanette Richardson.
Way!
Jeanette Richardson, congratulations. You are up on Sarah's Nice List. You have won the 4th spot there, the coveted 4th spot there for Jeanette. How amazing, Craig.
Oh, that is fantastic. Right, let's get name up on the board. So I'm going to have to turn my back that way. So let's go on here. So let's go and let's get a name into here.
Now, don't worry, if you didn't win, there are still 19 more chances to get yourself up there. 2 more chances today, which is excellent. Remember, every single person that comments in our shows will get their opportunity to get on that nice list, which is awesome. It is Jeanette Richardson, and it was number 14.
Number
Craig.
14. So let's do hashtag 14. Hashtag Jeanette.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Jeanette is up there on the board, which is incredible. Craig, what a show it's been today.
It's been a phenomenal jam-packed show. Thank you so much for all your comments, for everyone that's been interacting with both myself and Joe. That's it for today for me when it comes to Crafters TV, but we have got another day lined up right after this one, kickstarting with our launch day. So Sarah's going to be in the building, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and that's all about our Interlace die sets there. You've loved what I've just done there, so wait until you see more of them later on in the show. Then Debbie Robinson, she's going to be back for a launch party at the end of the day, being here in the UK, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. I'm going to be back tomorrow, same time, same place, with the main man himself, where with it being Wednesday, that means we are on our third Wednesday of our Christmas planner that we are going to be doing tomorrow. We've got 2 weeks left, so tomorrow it's all about doing the inside pages and the inside of the front and back pages, a little bit of decoration as well, including the launch that we're going to be focusing on, and including, Joe, a couple other of my picks that we've got for Wednesday tomorrow.
Oh, very, very exciting. I need to let you know, Craig, demo of the show, it is card number one. Number one is the demo of the show.
Number one. So here we go. So it's our integral, I will get that right.
Integral, I love that.
Integral, Interlace dies that you've got on this one here. So that is number one just here. Right, so Jeanette, what we need you to do is we need you to email your details to prizes@crafterscompanion.com so that can get sent out to you. Joe, thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you very much. Thank you to Georgina and Adam as well. But as I say, I am going to see you same time tomorrow for Wednesday's edition, the midweek edition of Wake Up Call with Craig. Have a great day and we'll see you then. Bye.